What's good, people? You're tuned into Condo R Online, should I say, as it's just been changed because people are getting confused. I am Royzy Rothschild. This is the Shakedown. I am with my wonderful guest. She goes by the name of Paisleigh.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yes. So, got a sick interview today for you. It's all urban. This is the Shakedown. This is Liverpool City. But as you know, on this show, we always give advice for artists that are new into the scene or just coming into music. So, one of the topics I want to talk about at the minute is Spotify. Okay, so over the past couple of years, Spotify has now become the leading provider for streaming. So obviously a lot of people are pushing the music on SoundCloud, they're pushing it on YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, all that type of thing. We need to go where it's trending. Spotify is where it's trending at the minute.
Really is.
That's where the attention is. So obviously you need to get your music on Spotify. You need to be giving links to everybody, message everyone on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure that they followed you, so when you've got new music coming out, they can actually go check your music. Okay, so make sure you're following on. Make sure you're getting signed up to Spotify. You can do that through the apps on the iStore. The Spotify for artists and the Spotify as well. So get your account signed up, get it registered, and be a verified artist on Spotify. It's really easy. Next one as well is Instagram. Since Facebook took over Instagram a couple of years ago, a lot of things changing, especially the algorithm as well. So when you're putting pictures on Instagram, people aren't actually seeing the pictures.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, have you noticed all your likes and your comments and everything gone down? Have
Do
you?
you know what? I think I've got a small conspiracy theory about that, to be honest with
Go
you.
on, I'd like to hear this.
So, have you noticed? Me personally, I've noticed my algorithms seem to have changed once I connected my Instagram to Facebook as like a business account.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, maybe they're doing that so that people will have to pay for the promotion.
That's exactly why they're doing
Exactly.
it. Yeah. That happened to me as well. As soon as I signed my Instagram over to a business account, no one's seen any posts whatsoever.
Yeah.
But yeah, the best way to get people interacting with it, yeah,
It is. It's the only way.
right now, is to make sure that the only people on your Instagram are people who are actually supporting you. Okay, so there used to be a technique that used to work, which was you used to follow people on Instagram, and then they would follow you back. Yeah.
A follow for follow.
A follow for follow, and you could build up thousands of followers on your account. But if they're not a true fan and they're scrolling past your image, then Instagram's not boosting the image to everyone else. Yeah. So your photo or content ends up becoming dead.
It's true.
So the only way to get around that is to message everyone, check my photo out, here's the photo, here's the photo,
Also, make
here's the
sure
video.
you're hashtagging as well.
Hashtag, big
hashtags.
thing. Yeah, hashtag, get the hashtags in. But there's another thing that they've put in place, which you've got to watch out with the hashtags. If you hashtag hip hop, on a photo, and people who are looking for hip hop find it, if you put another photo up and hashtag hip hop, they won't show it.
Really?
Yeah, because that's saying that they're putting it down as spam.
Ah.
So you got to change the hashtags with every photo.
Yeah, I kind of do that.
We do too much social media marketing in this place.
I kind of just create my own hashtags as I go along, to be honest.
Oh, you're trending, are you?
What?
Trending your own
no,
hashtags?
Do you know what? I don't even try and not even to try and make them trends. I just kind of never got the gist of hashtags. So like, I kind of do like the whole hashtag selfie, but everything else, it's just basically part of the comment with no space.
There you go. You got your own thing going. It's working.
Why not?
Right. Let's go into your name.
Coolio.
It's Paisleigh B.
Yeah, Paisleigh B.
Or Paisleigh.
Yeah, Paisleigh's my actual name.
It's not spelt the way a normal Paisleigh is.
It's not, and I'd like to thank my mother for that one. Yeah, she just spelt it a bit, I don't know, she spelt it a bit weird. She wanted to call me something, from what I get from the story, she wants to call me something else. My dad wants to call me Paisleigh. And then they were saying they were going to talk about it, but by the time everyone came to the hospital, everyone was already calling me Paisleigh because my dad had gone round the family and told everyone that's my name, and left my mum to spell it. My mum had no clue how to spell it by the looks of things because she's put a nice Leigh in there.
Yeah.
So I get all kinds of renditions of my name, from Paisleigh to Parsley to
Parsley?
Pudsley.
Pudsley?
Yeah. It's lovely.
I don't understand that, because when I read it, it read out Paisleigh to me.
Yeah.
So
I always tell people it's because I'm a red, so I always say I'm named after Bob Paisley. Or
Die-hard Reds in here. We're all die-hard Reds in here, look at that.
Do you know what I mean? Or yeah, Prince's studio is called Bob Paisley as well, so that's why I'm kind of blessed to have this name, because it's got like good roots for Liverpool, good roots for music.
It's different as well, so that stands out. So you've got to thank your mum for that. You know what I mean?
I've got to thank her for that, but then at the same time, I had to learn how to spell it.
So what is the B? Is that your surname? Or is
it's my surname.
Is it? Yeah.
My surname is actually just Bai, so it's just B-I.
And where does that come from?
It's Chinese.
Oh, it's Chinese, is it?
Yeah.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I actually couldn't tell you much about it. I just know that my surname's like not very common in China. It's more common in like Pakistan and stuff for some reason. But yeah, most people just thought, obviously, because it's BI, that it's either like short for something or it means something else. So I just decided to keep it a B and just leave it at that.
Like that. I can count to a billion in Chinese.
Can you?
Yeah,
I can't even count to one.
Couldn't you? No. I've been learning.
I can say like chicken fry. I can order food in Chinese. That's about it though.
So it's like ni ha, it's hello.
Yeah.
Zai chen ming ching chen.
No idea.
Nice one. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, look at that. See, all I know is Dan Chow Fan, which means egg fried rice. Oh. Or garlic and chow, which means half fried rice.
Half fried rice. You gotta love fried rice. Nothing better than chicken chow mein fried rice.
Do you know what I mean?
So you got, when I say it's a new mixtape, it is still fairly new. It came out October the 30th, so it's only been out 2 months.
Yeah.
You're still promoting it. That's how it come under my radar. I seen it.
It's my baby.
I thought it was really good. I was listening to it.
Why, thank you.
That's why I brought it in. Do you want to tell everyone what it's called?
Yeah.
What it's about?
Okay, so it's like the second of like 3, let's say.
Yeah.
It's called the sex tape.
Okay.
I kind of came. Do you know what? I actually talk about that a little bit. So, the name kind of came out of when I was in university. I was with a boy, and I was stupid enough to let him take pictures of me in a compromisable position.
Serious?
Say, yeah.
Hey.
And he posted it all over the world, like literally all over the world. Like, I can't even stress. He printed it out and stuck it around the university, like as wallpaper, like covered the whole wall in this picture.
What was that for? Like, was that like a hate?
I don't know. Literally out of nowhere, just happened, and then he sent them to like my family, my friends everywhere, all up in Liverpool, London, everywhere.
Did you split up with them?
Yeah, of course it is.
Before he did that?
I was, do you know what? I was still in the notion that we was together, but obviously not, because he did that. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'd never seen him since that day either.
Don't blame you.
So then obviously, names go around about, as much as they do and whatnot. Have you seen that picture of you, blah, 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 all of that stuff. So then I thought, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and be a victim. What can I do? To kind of not combat it, but how do I change this into a positive?
Yeah.
So then I started with the sex tape volume 1. So I was just like, oh yeah, you seen the picture about me? Sex tape out soon. Sex tape out soon. And that's all I just kept on doing. I was just like, the sex tape's out soon. The sex tape's out soon. And everyone was literally like, no, she's not. She's not about to drop a sex tape. And I am. I'm about to drop a sex tape. And I think the day that I dropped the first volume, I had like the most response that day, because everyone was literally
waiting
expecting,
for it.
He was expecting a literal sex tape. But that's basically how it came about. It's just changing a negative into a positive, really. That's all it was.
That's a very interesting story. I've never heard one like it before.
So say it.
That's heavy. So, for people who haven't heard the sex tape or don't know about it, sex tape 2, which is the new one, what would they find on that? Like, what's music? What are you talking about?
It's like, I like to call it like, I wouldn't say it's just R&B. It's like just a range of music with like R&B sounds and like different types of artists, different types of instrumentals. So it's like, say there's 6 tracks on volume 2. So out of them 6 tracks, I can guarantee at least you could put 20 people in a room and there'll be at least one song on there for all 20 people. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them. I just wanted to bring R&B over into that kind of, not so much commercial, in a commercial state, but I wanted to be able to bring all different types of like social contexts and different types of people and ethnicities and races and styles of genres of music, and be able to be like, you know what, actually I like this song. Do you know what I mean? So it was just one of them. It was just like R&B for everyone. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. I do love a good bit of R&B, and there's not enough of it in Liverpool.
There's not enough of it anyway.
I could probably count R&B artists on one hand or two hands if I really plugged them out, you know what I mean, in this city. So when you see some R&B, you're like, let's speak to these people, know what I mean? So on the mixtape, you've got all different styles, different tastes for anyone. What are the types of subjects that are on there? Is it all to do with sex, or is it to do with life experiences, or? It's
like, to be honest, like the whole idea of like the sex tape was like, so in the 90s, give you some context. So in the 90s, like for me personally, R&B music was like, you're either lovemaking or heartbreaking, and that was kind
Still
of
is.
Like, no, but that was like just the whole like the concept. That's where R&B thrives for me. So I was like, I wanted to do something like grown and sexy, but then still like trendy enough for like younger people to be able to understand it or be able to like correlate with it and stuff. Like, so I just kind of came across with like, oh, okay, I'll do like this style and then this style and see how it works together. And it was one of them, and it was a long process. I think I did about 30 songs for them 6 tracks.
30 songs down to 6?
Literally.
So a lot of recording that, but I bet you picked the best 6 though, wasn't it?
No, I did. I'm dead picky about stuff like that.
So you've got a song on the new mixtape, it's called Throwback.
Yes.
And it's with a local artist called Easy Kidder. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Come on. So the tune itself, Throwback, it's kind of like, it's like a clubbish kind of vibe. So yeah, with like a naughty kind of feel to it. Club vibes with naughty feels.
Ooh. Club vibes with naughty feels.
Yeah.
So is it kind of like we out celebrating, drinking, or is it we out dancing?
A bit of both.
A bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of them. It's one of them. It's like a fun tune. Plus, obviously, because it's called Throwback, I thought we better to have it than Easy Kidder. People who probably don't even know about him.
A throwback. Yeah, he's been off for a while, hasn't he?
So yeah, he was one of the first artists I met when I first started doing music in Liverpool. So.
Well, obviously, it wasn't on the agenda to talk about, which it should have been. When did you first start doing music?
I'd say I can actually give you a date. That's what's weird.
Yeah.
August 2006, the first Anti-Walker Festival.
2006?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very, very first Anti-Walker Festival was when I started music. I actually went to do some workshop thing. I'll never forget this.
Yeah.
I went to go do some workshop thing, and there was a beatboxer there, and like other people who did music, and I've written this song and stuff, and I thought, oh, that's just the day done. I've put in with the piece of paper and everything that's been collected and taken away, and then like towards the end of like this festival, we're in like the sports hall, and I'm hearing my name getting shouted over the tannoys, and I was like, what's going on? What have I done? So I'm looking around for another Paisleigh, like this, and then they're like, no, you come here. So I've got up in the middle of this sports centre. They brought out a beatboxer and my piece of paper and was just like performing
on the spot.
And that was it. That's how I started. 14 I was.
But you got dead nervous, didn't you?
I was shaking.
Petrified.
I can still feel it now. Like I can feel my knees buckling and everything. I was shaking. But I think I've got a picture somewhere of that. Somewhere.
So have you started 2006? So that makes you 27?
28.
28, is it, yeah? You've been doing it now 13 years?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
So, you've been doing it 13 years, but is it only 2 mixtapes you've dropped? Or is it just 2 from this series?
I've dropped 2 EPs, just this is off my own kind of back. I've done music before, like prior to dating, under different names and stuff like that. But
well, that's interesting as well. So, what names did you used to go by as an artist? We're talking about artist names. Go on, okay, give me the names. I'm always interested.
I was just Paisleigh to start off with, because I was normal.
Yeah.
And then I started like a thing with my friend. We was called Chicken and Chocolate.
Chicken and Chocolate.
Yeah. And then I had like a whole brand.
Who was Chicken and who was Chocolate?
I was Chicken.
You were Chicken, yeah. Go on.
And my friend was Chocolate.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had another thing called Konnichiwa Wagwan as well.
Konnichiwa?
Konnichiwa Wagwan.
Konnichiwa Wagwan?
Yeah. Because I thought, like, because I'm like, I was going to say Ni Hao Wagamama first, and then I thought, no, because it's got Wagamamas in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, well, I don't have to be Japanese just to say Konnichiwa Wagwan, do you know what I mean? So I wanted it to be like two different cultures that you wouldn't expect to put together. And then you put them together and it makes something fabulous, and that's what the whole thing of Konnichiwa Wagwan was.
So what was that music like though? Is that
it
must
like,
have been completely different from what you did?
Yeah, it was like Eurovision, EDM, dance.
Yeah.
Like, it was everything. It was really poppy for the time, I think. It was just really current and pop music, and I was really young and stuff, so if you ever find anything Konnichiwa Wagwan related, don't judge me on that.
That's the first thing I want to look for.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been doing music for a hot little minute, but this is the first time these projects and the singles that I've got out now and stuff like that, like all them projects are so near and dear to me because it's all come out of just me and my funds and
so
just
that's
me.
What you're saying is you've been on a journey.
Yeah.
You've tried everything, but this is you.
Yeah, this is
the
me.
real you on these songs. Yeah, that sounds amazing. You dropped a video, didn't you?
Yeah,
last
I did.
year.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Was it in Birmingham, was it?
Yeah, I filmed it in Birmingham. It's called So Whatever. It's kind of like, it's a song from the first EP, so it was just like, the whole concept of the song is, it doesn't matter what we're doing, because when I'm with you, we can do whatever we want. I'll be happy. That's kind of what the whole thing is. Yeah, it was like one of the first videos I ever recorded on my own, if that makes sense. So like off my own back. I can honestly say it's definitely been a learning curve.
Yeah, yeah.
No shade or nothing, but yeah, it was like it's not a great video, but it's not terrible either.
Where can people see the video?
Yeah, YouTube. It's on YouTube now on Base Online site. Yeah, Base.online. That's what they are, and the video is just called So Whatever. And yeah.
So Whatever on YouTube. Go check that out.
You to give it to me all night, got me hypnotized, telling me it's all mine, oh baby, put it on me. I don't wanna beg for it, you got me climbing on the bed, want you to put it on me.
Interesting that we spoke about before we started the interview. Originally from Liverpool. Yeah. But you've been living in London for so many years. I think was it 5 years?
Yeah, it was.
5 years. So why did you move from Liverpool to London, and what's the differences like from Liverpool and London lifestyle? There's so much differences, you know. I always, like, the only reason why I ended up coming back is because the people made me miserable. Can't even lie to you. In London? Yeah. I just feel like, see, like the way you're in Liverpool, you could be at a bus stop with somebody for more than 5... If you're at a bus stop with someone for more than 5 minutes, and you know, as much as you hate it, you love it, let's be honest. It's just dead friendly. Because when you go to London, if you even try and ask, like, what the time is, and you stood at the bus stop with someone for too long, they just look at you like... Eyeball you. What's she doing? What's she saying? Why is she talking to me? So, like, stuff like that, like, the sense of community is so much better up north, I find. Even within the industry, I just feel like there's more sense of community.
But as terms for like things to do and like opportunities, I just found there was more in London.
Yeah.
So I was kind of torn. So I ended up just I kind of used university as an excuse to move down there.
Yeah.
But that was kind of the main goal for moving down there was for music.
Yeah.
Always. So like it doesn't matter, even if I was studying like English in uni, I was doing music. Yeah.
So what are the, like, obviously other than people just being a bit arrogant and snobs, what other differences? The differences in food, prices, taxi?
Taxis are ridiculous. Let's not even get started on taxis. Like where I was, so say for me to go from my house to my friend's house, so that was like East London to North West London, right? That's about, on a good day, like £40 in a cab. In it, and like I'd be in the cab actually raging like I could be in Manchester by now. Do you know what I mean? Like it cost me like £40 from my house to Manchester. I'm fuming. Like I could have been a whole other city, and I'm only going from one side of London to the other, and 40 minutes. Fuming.
That's heavy.
Yeah, I know. And then obviously if you're driving, you've got the congestion charge and all that. Like if you go through
there's a congestion charge.
Yeah.
So like, if it's congested, you're getting charged for
like,
waiting in the traffic.
No. So like. In London, they've got like north, east, south, west, and then they've got central London, which is like our town. But if you drive through the centre of London, you get charged for driving through the centre of London, but it's the quickest route.
Yeah.
So if you go through the long route, it's no charge, but it'll take you like 3 days to get there. But if you want to go through the straight route, you have to pay like £10.
So it's like a toll road.
Yeah,
it's heavy.
£10 or something to just drive through.
I've only got one memory of London. We went on tour with the record label 2 years ago. We did London, and the people I was with, they thought I was funny because I was acting like a tourist. No one I was there.
Yeah, obviously.
Taking pictures outside the castle and going to see. Know what I mean? Before we went to perform. I'm not even a stranger
to London, and I do that.
Generally. So that's the only experience I've got of London.
You'll have to come down with me. We'll have a ball.
Definitely. But where have you been performing? What is like? Where's the best places? What's your best gigs that you've done over the past couple of years?
Oh. I've done a lot of gigs in London, like mainly because I've just been focused down there more than up here, which is a slap on the wrist for me. But yeah, I'd say out of all my shows, no shade to anybody, I think my favourite show so far has been a show called Lost World London, and they're in the Royzy in Brixton.
What's the Royzy? Is that like a community building, or is it like a club?
It's like do you know what? It's like a cinema.
Yeah.
But then, like, if you go upstairs, there's like a whole bar on top of the cinema. It's really nice. It's like a really intimate kind of
like a theatre type style.
Kind of. But it's like an intimate type kind of like performance area, let's say. But I just found like the location of it and stuff, and just the event itself is kind of what makes it, like the people that come and stuff to that event. That was an amazing experience. Every time I go there, it just feels like it's like my home from home. And then I had another event called Da Capo, and that was like my first ever headline acoustic set last year. Yeah. And I absolutely loved it, and it made me realise how badly I really want to work with more bands now. So yeah, I mean, all the shows I've done, any show I go to, I try my best to enjoy it. It's hard not to enjoy it, do you know what I mean? Especially when there's new artists there that you're discovering all the time as well. It's kind of hard not to enjoy it, but I'd say out of like the past couple of years, them two were my highlights.
You do get a few bad Apple shows though, don't you, where you're like,
I went to a show in do you know about I Love Live?
I Love Live. I know, like, I Love Live events.
Yeah. Well, I went to like a show, and it was like it wasn't their event, but it was at their like main kind of venue. Yeah. So I'm thinking, oh, this should be really good. Like, this is a reputable venue, and and I've got in, and there was literally, so like 8 people there, and 5 of them was with me.
Yeah, it can't be helpful sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's 8 people there, 5 of them were with me, but you know what? We turned it up. Yeah, for them 8 people, we turned it up. So yeah.
It's crazy because like I run a record company.
Yeah.
And we put on like nearly 100 events a year, and I have events where I sit standing there thinking, this is going to be dead. You know what I mean? And then next minute, all these people come in. It's like nearly 100 people, and you think, well, where's all this come from? Then you have these events where you think this is going to be sick, and then you get there and it doesn't happen, and you're like hiding all night, but not want to speak to anyone.
No, but that's the truth though. That's why I could never be an event organizer for music, because I get stressed enough as an artist, pushing my music. Imagine trying to have to push an event. No, I don't know what I do. I take my hat off to anybody who puts on events.
It's stress. I don't know how I'll do it. I'm just conditioned to it now. You know what I mean? But sick list, top 5 things you need as an R&B artist in London. Okay.
You need, I wouldn't even say like a great team as such, but you need like some kind of access to studio, whether you're whether you just go into a pirate studio and letting that out or whatever. You just need some kind of good access to a good studio. So basically somewhere where you can work. That's a given. That's for any artist.
Oh, so that's one studio.
Yeah. This is kind of like what you don't need, to be honest with you. I find like a lot of people feel...
Well, don't need is a need, isn't it? Yeah. A need to not need it.
You don't always need a manager. If you're just starting out, that should not be the first thing on your list. Like, for somebody, if I was just listening to this now, like, I'm going to start music, the first thing, one of the first things that you should be thinking of is not a manager. That's the one thing you shouldn't be thinking of. Because I find a lot of artists do ask me about management and stuff like that, and it can be hard about management and stuff like that. I understand that, but especially for somebody who's just starting out and just kind of making waves or just getting to know what their sound is or still trying to find themselves, like, don't put that much pressure on yourself, because adding another person isn't going to make it better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll elaborate on that dead quick, because I speak about this a lot. So what it is with the new artists, they think that they need a manager because that's going to progress them with the music, and the music's going to go in the right directions. But you shouldn't need a manager until you've got something to manage.
Exactly.
Do you get me? So when you get to a point where you can't take any more bookings or you can't control your sponsorships, or that's when you need a manager. Managers aren't there to... Like
they're not there to get you the shows. Like, you should be getting the shows.
That's what it is. The management's not there to get you things. It's there to look after when your name sells it. Do you get me? So
exactly.
That's the confusion.
A lot of people get confused with that. So
yeah. I'm on it.
Wavelengths. Yeah. I'd say definitely keep around like a small few people like that you can always turn to, someone that's never going to just be a yes person to you. When I say this, I mean, like, if I send somebody a song, my friends will literally tear it down to the point where I don't like it no more.
Yeah.
And that's...
Brutal honesty.
You need that brutal honesty, because, I'm sorry, we've all been there when we've been watching X Factor, and you've seen that person, like, whoever's told you to go on there, they're not your real friends.
Yeah.
You need them friends.
But the thing is with that, if they're ripping everything and you're like, okay, this is brutal honesty, when they say you send something and they say this is shit hot, then you're like, this is the product. No,
but like, I always have so I know what you might find good, I might not find good, and vice versa. Do you know what I mean? So I always try and keep like a small group from let's say 5 to 8, maximum 10 people. I'd send songs to. And be like, what do you think of these? And then kind of just see from them 10 people. Do you know what I mean? Like, try pick people that wouldn't normally listen to your music. Like, my mum is one of them. So I put all my music through my mum, and if she's like, oh, I don't really like that, it kind of confuses me, I'll be like, okay, it might just be her generation. Send it to my other friend, and then my other friend will be like, no, I don't really like that, and I'll be like, okay, so it's just a flopper.
It's just a flopper.
But no, because you have to do that, because some people, my mum's music and my taste of music is completely different, but very similar at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So what might work for one person might not work for another, but just because one person doesn't like a song doesn't mean another person won't.
No, that's true.
And that's just the way it is.
Yeah. It's true.
And then...
So that's 3. 2 more.
Yeah, we're on 3. I'd say... you need a good personality, a good attitude and a good personality to go with it. Like, a can-do attitude. Don't hold no feelings, and you should always be careful who you're speaking to, because you never know who they are. that's
in what sense though? In a bad way or in a good way?
In a good way.
You just
Either way, you just don't know.
Yeah,
like, for all I know, I could go home tomorrow and, I don't know, someone could find you on the street tomorrow and just be like, you know what, you'd be amazing for this and blah, 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 and tomorrow you've blown. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what's going to happen, so even if you don't think somebody's very good or whatever, like, I'm not saying, you should work with them because you never know who, blah, 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 but I just mean don't put people down or don't give people a reason to speak anything bad about you.
Speak ill.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, be positive energy. Always.
Oh, I don't know. You can be positive, be successful and do everything, and then people are going to hate because you're going to
But if you choose to be happy, you're always going to be happy.
We're always happy in here, aren't we?
Do you know what I mean? I always choose to be happy. That's the best way.
One more.
Ooh, I'd say a bomb. Like, find your image. That's another one. Find your image. So, like, what sets you apart from everybody else. And even as a girl, like, it doesn't even have to be, like, sex appeal or nothing like that. As a man, it still doesn't even have to be that. It could be, like, I don't know, you always wear the colour red. You always wear, like, do you know what I mean? Just something that makes you. Something that makes people just turn around and be like, oh, that reminds me of such a body. Do you know what I mean? So...
Right, well, we're getting into a rhythm here. The interview's going good. I'm going to hit you on the spot, right?
Do this.
Always do this thing in the show, where whether it's a rapper or a singer, I get them to hit me with some vocals on the show.
Coolio.
So are you alright to give us
a
couple of lines of maybe a song? It can be a cover or it can be one of your own.
Yeah. I'll do a little something from a song of mine. Yeah. Okay. See you over there preying on me. See you wanna sleep on me. Baby boy, swing my way. Maybe, baby, we can play. Push it so deep I can feel it. Give me that sexual healing. Have you ever loved on a real one? Give you good love and some real fun. Your touch is too cruel though. Taking your time while you move slow. Baby, what you do got me on my mind while you control. My body was yours soon as you entered the door. Your touch, I'm addicted to you, wanting and begging for more.
Hey, that was fire, mate.
Thank you.
If this was BBC One, though, I'd be like, Hadouken! No, honestly, mate, just blew me socks off. Thank you. Very good, right. So, let's go into who do you think are the artists that are really blowing in the UK now, driving the scene, that you listen to, that you like?
I would say, okay, are we talking like up and coming or people that...
Both.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'd say Miss Banks, definitely, 1000%, and Shirley Banks, all the Banks sisters, yeah.
We love Miss Banks, I brought Miss Banks to Liverpool last year. She did Constellations. We went out partying all night. Yeah, very good.
Miss Banks, Shirley Banks, like, them two females are, like, have set themselves apart from every other female in the industry, myself included. They are amazing artists to watch, and just to see, like, literally, like, we've all watched their careers start from literally nowhere on Instagram, and we've kind of watched them blossom into these great artists, which is amazing to watch. I think Stormzy is an artist with so much more praise than what he's getting. He's actually making me feel so proud to be from the UK. Yeah. It's unreal.
Well, I feel like I said this before with Stormzy, with the music. I don't feel the music myself, but everything he's accomplished, everything he's done, everything he's doing, and all the breakthroughs, I've got to give him 1000% credit, and obviously pat him on the back and say, well done.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you get me? It's
like this. I can honestly say, like, I've listened to Heavy as the Head, like, probably, like, I've gave it, like, a breeze through, to be honest with you, but I can honestly say, even if you don't listen to, like, his music, or you don't even listen to that style of music, as an artist, especially for the younger generation as well, like, he's set such a good example, and I feel like he's kept it kind of old school, like, in the way that he's blown, do you know what I mean? Like, he hasn't used no gimmicks or nothing that, really. He's just kind of kept true to himself, and that's what I respect about that, and that's why I can see him being.
There's a few gimmicks. That shut up video in the red tracksuit.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's when he first come. Like, but I mean, like now, like he's still not walking around begging the red tracksuit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like he's kind of like he's evolved the same way like everybody, but you can just respect it, and that's what I love about like. Just seeing that as another artist, I can just respect it because it makes you kind of makes you believe that dreams can come true. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of them. It's like a Cinderella story.
Cinderella story for Stormzy.
Cinder Storms' story.
Cindy Storms.
So I said, Miss Banks, Chili Banks, Stormzy. Two more. There's so many. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Pablo Productions. You might not know him.
I don't know. Yeah.
I have to because he's my work husband. So yeah, he's formerly Giggs' engineer, but he's just started doing music himself kind of thing. He's an amazing artist, and I can honestly say 2020 you will be hearing a lot about him. Yeah,
he's coming out. Yeah,
you will be hearing a lot about him. And then let's see, my top artist for the year, who am I excited for the most? Manga Saint Hilaire, easily done. Don't even know why I had to think about that one.
Yeah. I've never heard of this
Manga
artist.
from Roll Deep. Manga Saint Hilaire.
No.
Okay, so Manga.
I've heard of Royzy.
Yeah, Manga used to be in Roll Deep back in the day, and like obviously since they've all like kind of fizzled out and well they haven't really fizzled out, but they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Obviously I've got a track with Manga myself. Of course I got it. Little plug. Yeah, he's an amazing artist, not just a grime artist, not just a rapper. His videos, his content, everything that he does, everything he has done is all been through himself.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, he's like my mentor in a sense. Like I kind of ask him for advice every now and again. But like he actually really does help me and stuff, and I really, really value him. But obviously he's already got such a good name for himself so far in the industry he's in. But I just feel like he's so underrated. It's just unreal. And 2020, I can't wait.
Loads. That's under.
1 seconds and that.
That was my least favourite.
Really, because everybody banged that song.
Yeah, that was my least favourite. All the others on the album were.
I remember when I was younger. Yeah. When I was younger, I first heard 21 Seconds, and I was obsessed with it. And I don't know what made me do it, but I got a stop clock and timed every single one of their verses, and every single one of their verses was 21 seconds. Yeah. And I was like, that's so sick. I was like, but now, like, I was obviously as I get older, I'm like, that's just such a basic concept for writing a song or coming together with a song. But when I was younger, I was like, that has just blown my world. That is amazing.
I think Haters was my favourite one.
Oh, that was a
so
tune.
Many haters.
Yeah,
I love that. Right, we're coming to the end of the interview.
Yeah.
We have actually run over it, and we normally have now, but there's just so much to talk about since it's our first meeting. You've got some new songs coming out, obviously. There's always something in the pipeline. Give us a little plug on what's going on with these.
I've got a new tune coming out called Say You Love Me. I'm trying to get it out within the next couple of weeks with a visual.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much and give it away, but it's like absolute 90s vibes. And I'm pretty sure anybody who's in love with music will love this song. Like it's hard.
Commercial.
It's not even commercial. It's just a hard, like down to the beat and like toot my own horn here, but like my own melodies and everything.
We've all got a toot our own horn.
No, but like it's not even like mad commercial. The song itself just sounds so familiar that like I just genuinely believe in it. Like I've never believed in a song so much in my life. But I say this about every song that I put out, to be honest with you. I'm like, oh, I love this song. It's my best song I've ever put out.
No, you're only as good as your last project.
Literally, every song, that's what I try to do. I just try to elevate, always keep elevating.
Obviously, you've got no official dates for this, but it's coming this year. Yeah. Where are we going to get to see it? So what
It'll be
platforms?
I'm on every platform, so Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, YouTube, everything will be everywhere. Except SoundCloud. I don't really like to put too much stuff on SoundCloud.
I don't put any on SoundCloud. SoundCloud right now is a waste of space.
SoundCloud's really like where I put my stuff that doesn't make my real projects, to be honest. That's kind of like, if you want to hear the stuff that I kind of left off the project, that's where you go.
SoundCloud is a musical dumpster.
Yeah, it is. It's me musical recycle bin. I can't even lie to you.
Where can people get you? Obviously, we all know it's Paisleigh B.
Yeah, Paisleigh B on everything. Everywhere. Twitter, Instagram. Snapchat, Facebook, any social, I've got it. I've literally got it. I've got TikTok, Tumblr.
So you're on everything.
Yeah, I've got
Paisleigh B on
no
absolutely
life.
everything.
Absolutely no life. Paisleigh B on everything, and I will always reply to you as well because I've got no life.
And she does as well, because I've seen her Instagram and she replies to every single
Within
person.
seconds.
Yeah. She likes to look after her fan base. That's what
I
it is.
do, because
Yeah.
I just feel like you're only as good as the people that support you, aren't you? So
You've got to look after them, otherwise they'll stop supporting you.
Exactly.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Until I get the Beyonce money, and then I can just pretend nobody exists. No, I'm joking.
There we go. No, I believe you. If that's what you believe,
nah,
then
I just want that
you can
Beyonce money
achieve.
just so I can have Beyonce money. You know?
Yeah. But I've been Royzy Rothschild, yeah? This has been Paisleigh B. Go check it out on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that type of thing. This is the Shakedown. It's Liverpool City. This is Condo R online. Shout out to my guy Dono, who's operating the camera right there.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you soon. Peace out.